We're here for the semifinals, sponsored by OverKlocked Gaming.
We have the winners, which is one of the University of Alberta teams, versus two Jointz. And you might recognize some of the names on two Jointz. We have Six Stray God, Codemeister, and Mr. Casanova coming back. They ran it back on Saturday and qualified for the finals. And over on the winners, MSF Jackie is actually IP from earlier games, entering under a pseudonym for the second time. The first time being their team name, and now on a second account there. Going into Ascent, I believe we've only had one Ascent game, to my knowledge, on the stream so far. Pretty fun map to watch. Looking like both teams kind of have similar lineups. Two Jointz opting for the Reyna, get a little bit of two duelist action going. Got the Omen, of course, controllers being so important on Ascent.
Yeah, the winner's definitely going for more of a defensive, conservative type of comp here. Holding the chamber just to hold their flanks and have the op when they need it, when he ults. And they do have the KO for additional intel on top of their Sova, so that definitely works over there.
I like the winner's lineup. I think running two operators here is pretty good, pretty strong. Get one on the jet, get the ultimate online. But we'll see what happens. Both of these teams having way more than 5 players.
Squads.
Absolute squads. Thank you, OverKlocked Gaming, for these beautiful graphics of both of our teams going into, I believe, the semifinals. Loser of this team going on to a third place game. So we're going to have two teams playing for third. And here we go. The winners, of course, being on the defense side with two Jointz attacking into them here with early posturing on A here. Could be a nice little A push for the pistol round. Got a couple of ghosts. A little sheriff for the winners. Single ghost, one sheriff for two Jointz. What do you think of Ascent?
It's probably one of my favorite maps.
Yeah?
There's so many ways you can go about it, how fast you want to play, so many types of strats you can go.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at two Jointz' side here, seems like they do have a little bit of a heavier B presence here, but they do have the Killjoy bought up for any B pushes.
Spike down over on A. Early action into mid here. We've got MSF Jackie, who of course is IP, taking an early peek all the way through B main. Not quite going to see that Killjoy turret thanks to the Omen Smoke, and Metro CC and I6 and Codemeister are going to clash in the A main here. Backing off to site, hopefully having some teammates come help. Looking like they will have Apple support from Tree. Two players there, Witter and... I'm not sure who is on.
Witter taking the cheeky angle and Cubby over here, but he does...
Metro CC getting caught with the ability in hand, not punish the flashbang enough to save his life. And looking like they are pushing in pretty aggressively. I6 falling. Metro CC picking up 2 quick frags. And Six Stray God. Shimmy XD with the last frag onto Mr. Casanova. And the cries of victory coming from the second room. Not sure if you guys can hear that at home, but spirits are definitely high.
The energy is unreal.
Unparalleled. So onto the back foot here, we have two Jointz. Just not buying a single thing. We're saving all of our money for round 3. We have a couple cheeky guns that are warming up those Marshall flicks. Hopefully can hit them on the opposing team as well as they're hitting them on their teammates here. Taking the pick off of Cat. Ooh, going wide on the first shot there. Backing up as the smoke goes out, and we're running and jumping into mid. Taking.
But it looks like it might be a quick mid to B push, pushing through market while the Omen just slowly lurks up through B main.
Hyper with the cheeky angle. MSF Jackie picking up the refrag. Really good hold from both of these players with the Spectres as I6X picks up the frag. And all of the members of two Jointz will fall. Really fast round there.
Very, very quick. Usually the mid to B, you just have to push straight out of market, straight to site as fast as possible and let them come to you when you hit site. But there they all got caught up in market, then just ended up dying. So
with rounds like that where you don't have any buys, you're just full classics, do you think it's better to kind of go for like a really fast strat like that? Or it's just kind of a GG go next mentality, kind of keep the the momentum going as much as you can?
I don't know. The mid to B is my favorite play on this map by far.
Very
Because
strong.
you can definitely... Most people don't anticipate.
The flashbang jet dash able to catch out one
Wonder
of the
with a quick
players,
pick.
taking a little longer than you want, not having enough bullets to pick up the second, but the
Wonder
sheriff
with the
will
second
be
pick.
good enough. Can't quite get 3. A lot of players from Two Joints falling here despite having the rifles. That early aggression was enough, and MSF Jackie picking up the last frag there. These players are going to be able to reclaim those Vandals, and we're going to bonus yet again. That's a big hit to the economy. Big influx of money for the
Definitely.
winners.
Definitely a lot of momentum over to the winners, especially winning an extra bonus on top, pulling all those... Getting free rifles. And we always talked about free rifles are the best rifles.
I love myself a free rifle. That dash into tiles there off of that flashbang. Beautiful coordinated aggression from the winners, making the best of the guns that they had, getting a 3rd point on the board, and it's looking like they're going to be playing 5 rifles into a save round from Two Joints. Metro CC playing a pretty cheeky, tight angle here, hearing all of those footsteps jumping up and down. The flashbang comes out, swinging, guessing wrong, and I6 is able to pick up that, getting refragged from Shimmy. I don't think they're going to be able to get that rifle. He picks it up, throws it off into the corner, not wanting that to fall into the clutches of the enemy team. And here they go. They run it back. The same flashbang with a different shooter this time. NSF Jackie picking up a double. Shimmy getting 1 for his troubles. And the last player, they know exactly where they're coming from. From Cat, MSF Jackie. Is that a quad or a triple?
That would be a triple.
Oh, baby, a triple. That, of course, being IP from day one for all of you Edmonton Valorant Open super fans. Popping the ultimate, going to the mid lane. Just kidding, going to the B main.
That's a good spot.
And we're going back to mid. Nope, playing from stairs.
Well, he should be peeking from B main here, just setting his TPU
Oh, full
to
setup.
backside.
Oh, yeah. Back to the B main. Looking like we're going to have ample targets to shoot at here. 5-man push into B main. The flashbang comes out, instantly TPing out, shutting down that recon arrow. And looking like they might not commit. That info will go out from the Omen teleport, seeing 2 players backside there.
Canceled the ult, but they still seem to be committing to the site. They don't...
Pushing onto sidewalk, MSF Jackie picking on quick frag onto Codemeister. Mr. Casanova looking for what he can get, can't quite pick up anything there. 6 Stray God stopping the ultimate. Can they get the res off? Winner with the operator onto I6 and Two Joints. Can't quite get a foothold so far in this game as the res goes out. Nice little bit of bonus econ there, of course. So far, pretty big performance. 6 Stray God opting to call a timeout pretty early so far. This
Very
game.
early timeout, but the momentum is starting to get out of hand on the winner's side. They are absolutely dominating right now.
Let's see if the snowball can be slowed. With a good starting point here, I6 picking up 4 frags, doing a lot of the heavy lifting so far for Two Joints. And on the other side of things, IP, of course, on Jackie, 10 frags so far to their name. The Jet with the operator online, this is going to be tough to push into, especially taking that peek out onto Cat. You're going to want to watch out for mid, I think, if you're Two Joints. You know that Op's been up for a few rounds here.
Yeah, and it seems like they have been peeking tiles every single round now, and this seems like more of an inevitable pick, assuming he can get at least 1.
Yeah, usually good for 1. Maybe they could use some smart utility and trade it out there, but kind of a tough thing to push into, especially on this map. Here we go into round number 6. We've got full rifles, 1 operator into Spectre, couple of sheriffs, two Spectres. Scraping together a little bit of a buy there, mostly saving our funds for next round.
Yeah, Casanova with the knives here, though, so we can see if he's able to make a difference with those.
Bomb down. We have a little bit of a lurk, making sure nobody's pushing out of B main, but it's looking like nobody is even over on B main. We've got 3 players kind of close to the A site there, 2 players locking down the mid with a nice little crossfire from the Jet and the Sova as we back out. The Jet backing all the way out with the operator, going back to hold the B main position here. And here comes the spike slowly being escorted up by Sova on Two Joints. Nothing from Cat all the way over to Tiles. None of these players really catching each other off guard so far. Not a lot of info going either which way. Hyper, if you would have shot that arrow, you would have known a lot more than you do currently, but we're making our way all the way in the backside. Sound completely cut. Nice dagger coming from the KO on the winners.
And here comes the push onto B main.
Shimmy picking up a quick frag onto 6 Stray God, halting that push almost entirely. The slow going out from the chamber util. It's pretty hard to push into that. And the smokes go out. 2Das picking up 2. Codemeister with a 3rd. Getting the util down. The operator will fall. I6. Getting the op out of that hound. Huge thrifty round. It's looking like the timeout paid off. Operator reclaimed from I6. We're going to have 4 rifles to accompany it, giving that over to the Jet player, Mr. Casanova. I believe the first game I casted from them, they were pretty dominating on that opposition. 5-1. Are you looking for a 6-6 in this position if you're 2 joints, or just kind of taking every round that you can get, playing it 1 round at a time, Robin?
No, if I'm 2 joints, I'm aiming for 7 right now.
7-5.
We're going all the way.
Complete momentum swing. Hopefully the operator in hand can make some plays happen for them. Witter locking down Tiles as Mr. Casanova jumps out. I believe you can hear those footsteps all the way up through Cat. It's looking like these Jets might clash with the operators in mid. Maybe not. Backing off. Playing it pretty slow, pretty safe from both of these teams. Shimmy making sure nobody's jumping off of that bicycle. And the Sova drone shut down early, not getting a lot of info out of it. The one way, not quite landing the way that you want. Beautiful shock dart, getting a little bit of damage onto Shimmy, and there's a second one for your troubles. Not quite deterred as much as they would hope, though. Here comes Shimmy with a nice little pick. His teammate, of course, sitting in wine. Huge dagger going down, though.
And I don't think they suspect him with a huge paranoia on everybody.
Not
there.
quite ready.
Metro's still alive there, TPing out.
Scot-free? Do they capitalize on the TP? He's out.
He goes out. But we see a slow B main push coming from the enemy Killjoy here.
Hyper. Chilling
30
on
seconds
Cat.
left.
Dropping into sight. And here comes the Killjoy ult. Pretty classic bed and butter take here. Takes off the whole site. They're going to give it a couple seconds, see if they can catch some players running out. Hyper can't quite get the frag that he needs. 10 seconds left on the clock. They really got a motor here if they want to get that bomb down.
The slow.
Yeah, the slow. It's going to be pretty tough. Looking like the bomb will go down uncontested, though, as the Jet makes their way through mid, stopping the rotations in. Mr. Casanova picking up Metro, and let's see if he can suspect Metro or MSF Jackie coming up behind him here. Casanova good for 2. Falling into this point.
Right here.
Can he get help from his teammate?
Casanova goes down. Witter coming in through main with the
Shorty in hand. Oh my god, all the way from downtown. The Shorty
knives.
1v1 situation, dashing up, trying to get as much info as we can. The smoke goes down. Little tap on the bomb. Can we get half?
He's got the half.
Doesn't quite stick it. Oh.
And gets a knife kill for the clutch.
Witter. Beautiful 1v1. Operator still in hand, carrying it over to the next round there. Pretty tough go for 2 joints. Very scrappy round with the mid to B take. Split B, I should say. Both teams having early players really showing that they can do what needs to get done. 7 kills on I6 and 11 kills on MSF Jackie. 2 of the support-ish roles. Kind of taking the helm when it comes to frags. Here comes Witter holding Tiles yet again. Like we don't have too many players peeking out through there, though. Early util over on B. Could this be a fake, as we have 2 players over on A main as well? Clearing all the corners. 6 Stray God showing us the Sova util yet again. Here comes Witter. Not quite going to catch anything over in Tiles there, but patiently waiting just on the off chance that they do push in. Here comes the 2 duelists on 2 joints. Using that Rain of Flash to push Omen back into spawn. He's going to do a little TP, making them second guess where he's playing from. Witter, nice little pick. Finally, all of that time spent waiting will pay off. Dropping one of the players from two joints. Trying to stop them. One making it all the way into sight. Nice little 2 frags from Shimmy. Mr. Casanova getting the refrag as Witter makes his way up into heaven. Mr. Casanova knows exactly where they're coming from. Witter, beautiful hop shot, and Jet dashes all the way back into the spawn there. A 4v1 situation for Code Meister here. Let's see if he can make it happen. Quick little headshot into the dismiss, making his all the way tapping the bomb, but the double swing is there to pick him up. Witter getting a couple frags on the operator there. I think that was 2. 3. Really showing us that the operator is so oppressive on this map. So hard to combat without super tight and smart use of your util, super tight teamwork, double swinging, making sure that they can't quite capitalize and get multiple frags. But with the Jet, it's just so hard. With the shot and the dash away, it's really hard to trade those frags. Nice usage of the arrow. They're going to know that a lot of bodies are coming out here. The shock darts will come out, a little bit of damage, and here they come down through sidewalk. Codemeister able to pick up a frag, instantly getting traded by MSF Jackie. Good for 2. Shimmy picking up I6. This is a pretty scrappy round for both of these teams here. MSF Jackie still back spawn, and 6 Stray God in the 1v4 situation. They don't quite know where he is yet, but Shimmy is able to clean it up. Tough go for your two joints. The winners. Just such a commanding performance so far in this round 1 of our semifinals. 8-1 here. MSF Jackie, also known as IP. 13-3. Hyper, what do you have in your hands? Let's see if we can make something happen here with the good old Hiko wallbang. Maybe Hiko is not known for that. I'm not sure which player came up with it first, but it seems like every single Sova in my matchmaking games loves to do this. Ooh, big arrow, getting 4 tags, sending the drone over through the window here. Let's see if he can get a little bit more info, as Witter is forced completely off of that mid main. Can't quite get the ultimate to connect though. Gonna be using those dashes, zipping and zopping out of danger as I6 picks up Hyper, pushing through B main. Making their way through A main here. Let's see if this flank can get detected in time. Bomb could be down, out of reach. Oh my goodness, huge bomb down. Let's see if they can hold it. Shimmy picking up the frag onto I6, getting caught out with the bomb in hand. Metro CC picking up a second frag onto Codemeister. This is a really bad spot to be in if you're an attacking team here. They just need to hold the flanks, hold the angles, make sure that they can't get that bomb back into their hands here, and this round is theirs. That's really tough to drop the bomb down out there. Shimmy not knowing that there is a teammate so close to them. 6 Stray God making his way back, but not quite able to hit that shot. Shimmy so far with that beautiful flank, being a really high impact player for his team, as Witter holds spawn, knowing that they gave up that A site. The chamber util will pick up the last player over on 2 joints as 2 Das will fight mid. Wow, MSF Jackie, another clean headshot. Blasted. Those heads are getting deleted by MSF Jackie. Really feeling themselves so far this game, it seems. If you're 2 joints here, what kind of strat do you think you run against that operator?
Thanks.
If that was me, I'm gonna try my best, get some mid control, just smoke them off, slowly push into them.
Thanks.
It seems like they're being slowed down by those chamber trips, and if that was me, I would probably just try and go in and try to get rid of those trips.
Huge knife shutting down the jet knives. Get out of the air. The anti-air dagger. They know exactly where these players are. Good use of the molly. Codemeister will get a frag. Can't quite get the dismiss off in time to make it out of that tough spot though. Shimmy picking up the rifles, getting these out of these teammates, making sure that they can't get any value here on the save round. Really quick thinking from Shimmy as Mr. Casanova makes his way in. Knives back on line. Dashing into sight. And the KO ult will shut them down for the second time. You only get to use your classic, Mr. Casanova. I'm sorry.
Spike planted.
Bomb will go down, and they're trying to clean up this KO. Wow.
They sacrificed for nothing.
Despite that early slowdown, they really pulled it together in the end there.
Last round in the half.
Didn't opt to pick up the operator, though, off the floor. I guess on attack it's maybe not as strong. What do you think about the no Brimstone pick on Ascent?
I'm indifferent about it.
Yeah?
I feel like it's a toss-up between Omen and Brimstone here anyways.
I'm a big day one Brimstone fan. I really like three
Which I
smokes.
do know.
Yeah.
Stimmy?
Running fast is a lot of fun, although you can only do it once now. I think on Ascent it is really good. Shimmy taking a lot of early damage here. Able to get that knife out though. Only suppressing one player as I6 picks up Jackie in B main. Two Joints kind of scraping together a couple of rounds here. Looking like they might be able to activate.
And hopefully they might just drop this Killjoy ult just to
You should run.
fake.
Ooh, big
side
B
take.
fake, but the two players over on A are not going to rotate at all. Huge usage of the Sova ult to shut it down, and we got the operator on that angle. These two anchors on A are unwavering in their defense. Getting the door closed down. Let's see if we can spam it out. Looking to get those shots onto the person who was responsible for hitting that switch through the smoke there. And the bomb will go down thanks to I6. Good use of the KO knife, hitting two players, knowing two of them are close. The drone going down instantaneously. Nice little Soba dart, not quite getting a scan. Metro and CC, or Metro CC and Codemeister having a scrappy little fight in tree, and it's a 1v2 situation. Can't quite close it out.
Shimmy with a nice 3K securing the round.
Another denial of the 9-3 curse. It's a stressful round if you're the winners, I think.
Yeah, that's a huge 10-2 lead for the winners.
They get
Switching
pissed around
sides.
here. It's pretty clean to close it out. Switching sides, of course, we have the winners now on offense and two Joints on defense. Now they've got the Killjoy kind of where she shines a little bit more, able to use that util a little bit more effectively, I think. 6 Stray God, one of my favorite players so far this tournament. Let's see if he can step it up a bit this half. Would love to see it. Setting up for kind of a early bread and butter arrow right into B main there, which is where they're kind of going to. This could be a lot of info gained. Looking like they have a lot of eyes on it though. It will get shot instantly. Nope, not even getting a single scan there. As they make their way out through tiles. I6 gonna clash with the opposing team as Witter takes a little peek into A.
And they already have market control here.
6 Stray God
Witter
able to
goes
drop
down.
Witter instantly. Mr. Casanova about to push through the smoke. Could be perfectly timed as he turns around, makes it into the bomb site. Can't quite get him. The dash will go nowhere. Mr. Jackie. Good for two. Beautiful
Shimmy.
flick.
Cleaning it up.
Shimmy with the flank. Really clean so far from the winners. They're not losing a lot of men on these bomb site takes. Let's see if they can keep it up though. Going into 11-2, you're pretty desperate, I think, if you're two Joints here. Let's see if it shows in the way that they play. Look like they got the shorty on to I6, who's going to be playing back sight, perhaps? Maybe he's playing two guns. Not quite sure. Perhaps sold the shorty. Playing for the tie, it looks like. We're going to bet it all. Making our way out through A main here. Ooh, big two frags by MSF Jackie. Mr. Casanova and I6 picking up a one as well. We're into a 3 versus 2 scenario here. 6 Stray God slowly pushing his way to destroy the door. Making some footsteps back to heaven. We're going to break the window. The calls will go out that they're going through heaven. Mr. Casanova, Sheriff, can we click some heads? We can! Witter holding back sight, Spectre in hand, 2 players. The comms will go out that one is lit. Clean little 2-piece. And the winners are in a really good spot heading into match point here
Match point.
in our semi-final game. A lot of guns online from the winners, but we've got 5 rifles here from Two Joints. If they're going to start a comeback, they've got to do it now. Pretty tough one mentally, I would say, this round. But you've got the guns, you've got most of the armor. Let's see if they can make it happen. This is a huge mountain for them to climb. Big KO knife going to scan a bunch of players there, shutting down those abilities. MSF Jackie with a quick frag off the hop. A main just going to swing it. All of the confidence in the world from top fragging so far this game. And again, we're seeing Mr. Casanova. The players will line up perfectly. They're trying to come chase him down. 4 versus 3 for Two Joints. So they could scrape another round here. Jackie showing us again that they're a dominating force here.
Oh, but Tudas gets a pick on Jackie there.
Huge trade. I6 can't quite find Shimmy in time.
Up I6 as well.
One
Got a
enemy remaining.
1v2 situation
Spike
here.
down mid.
Tudas on the Killjoy, trying to find this KO.
Shimmy does have the bomb, closes the door, can secure this plant.
Absolutely. Let's see what they can do post-plant here. 6 Stray God making his way
Deploying
up
drone.
into the bomb site. Good use of the drone. Can't quite... Oh, no, he will at the very end there, and Tudas will pick up the headshot. Two Joints, huge round for them. Picking up 3 so far this half, 12-3. Could this be the beginning of a very close game?
Still have a long road ahead, but this is definitely in their favor.
Absolutely.
Definitely a step forward where they want
You
to go.
failed. Now sleep.
Very tough one. But let's see if they can convert this into some momentum going forward here. Maybe drag it back through the fire and the flames. Get 9 rounds in a row. Bring it to a tie game. You would truly love to see it, I think. Oh, a little bit of lore for you at home. Hopefully you had time to read that. I certainly did not. And like again, pretty solid B presence here from the winners early in the round.
want to
Killjoy
play? Let's
Util
play.
is there, and Mr. Casanova with the daggers out, making his way pretty aggressively around this corner. Shimmy. These two players not quite seeing each other here. Could shut down the knives here with that dagger. And Mr. Casanova is out all the way through spawn. Dashing up, nice little frag onto Witter. MSF Jackie picking up 6 Dragod with the operator down through mid. And Mr. Casanova still holding mid here. Daggers in hand. Dash is online still. MSF Jackie whiffing one shot, not whiffing the second. That is a big ultimate to go down for Two Joint, or for the winners rather. Wait, no, that was Two Joints Jet that just died. Good frag. Very important to get those knives offline as soon as possible. They don't quite know how far they've made their way into the B site here. Getting sprayed down by Shimmy. Beautiful little lurk crouching beneath the sight line there as they make their way in. The rotations are starting to come out, but this is going to be a bit of a tough go for Two Joints. 2 versus 3. The post plant is getting set up here. A lot of smokes are down. Pretty scary pushes that need to be made. Let's see what they can make of it. Here comes Codemeister, eyeball online, buying a lot of space. Here comes the second one, getting that player off of the sight line, can't quite secure the kill, and Shimmy in a power position here for this push so far. Hitting a nice headshot onto Codemeister, instantly popping the ultimate. If you've got it, you might as well use it here.
Attackers
And
win.
that's match point for the winners. 13-3 half, pretty commanding performance on assets so far from one of our University of Alberta teams.
Yeah, the winner showing not many weaknesses on either side of that whole entire game, just dominating throughout.
Very clean gameplay.
And looking even at the scoreboard, we see Shimmy and IP definitely leading up that scoreboard.
Unsurprisingly, delivering. Yet again. And let's see if they can rally their mental for game 2 here. If not, they get a second chance in the 3rd place match. Could still bring home a podium finish today at the Edmonton Valorant Open, presented by OverKlocked Gaming. Come on down to 11618 119th Street Northwest, Edmonton AB. play some video games. They've got a pretty wide selection of games if Valorant isn't your thing. I've heard on Wednesday nights they host some fighting games. You can head on over to overklocked.com for more info. So we go into a quick little intermission here. I'm not too sure what the second map of the set will be, but we'll see what is selected by the losing team here.